What up, Geminites? GemMint's in the house here with two new XM Studio statues up for pre-order. We have the Batman Hush and the Deathstroke, both 1/6 scale. Let's take a look at all the official pictures, and I'll give you the details on the pre-orders. Stay tuned. So I'm a little behind with this video. The Deathstroke has been up for a couple of days. Batman Hush is the newer one, so let's take a look at it real quick. We have new pictures here. Man, I really do like these DC XM Studios 1/6 scale. I mean, they're kind of compact, but they're packed chock full of detail, and they're more affordable than the quarter scale counterparts. Although a lot of people will argue that they're pretty expensive for 1/6 scale. But you got to look at the difference in the price for the piece and the difference in shipping, right? First of all, these DC pieces have a worldwide license. So when we sell them on our site, it's $4 for US shipping for these pieces. Only $20 for Canada. For a little bit more, you could do an express shipping. But you're basically paying for this Batman Hush piece $500 plus $4 shipping, as opposed to a quarter scale piece where you're paying like, what, $700 to $900 with $300 shipping. If you want to pay in full, this piece is only $459 plus shipping. And let's take a look at the pictures. So, Batman Hush. This is a fan favorite Batman story drawn by Jim Lee, and this is inspired by that storyline. Now, we recently had a Prime 1 Studios 1/3 scale Hush that's got a lot of drama surrounding it with like leaning issues with the cape. You can see on this piece, you're not going to have those issues. It's more of a compact piece, like I said, and it's got a ton of detail on it. Let's take a look at it. First of all, you can see the base has a small footprint. It's just kind of like a snowy graveyard piece of dirt type of base. You have the tombstone here with the rest in peace Jason Todd, who was killed by the Joker with a crowbar. You have a lot of cool details. Like you can see the snow peppered through on the tombstone and on the gravel. It's also on his boot, which I think looks really awesome. And going up to the boot and the details, you can see the creases in the boot. Moving up to the leg has that different type of texture for the costume. I like how his belt is more of a realistic color. It's not like a bright yellow. It's kind of like a bronzish, weathered look. The cape is much more compact. It's not hanging over to one side. It's kind of blowing backwards here. And it looks kind of menacing, man. A lot of spikes to it, almost like how Todd McFarlane used to draw the cape. Looking at the glove, you got that leathery look with those sharp spikes on his gauntlet. Just got a nice mean mugging portrait. Kind of got some 5 o'clock shadow going on. Again with that leathery look on this head here. I like this aerial view where you get a good idea of what the cape looks like. So as all XM Studios, these are made in cold cast porcelain, which is why they feel a little bit different than like sideshow pieces. It's also going to be made to order, so depending on the pre-orders is how many are going to be made of this piece. They do give credit to the artist here. Martin Augusta Simney was the sculptor. It stands about 12.5 inches tall, so like I said, 1/6 scale, and I think it looks great. I think it's an awesome piece. And we got that available for pre-order on the site right now. Batman is scheduled to ship around the fourth quarter of 2020. All right, let's jump over to Deathstroke. So this one has been out for a couple of days, but I really like how this Deathstroke statue looks. I think it's one of the better ones that I've seen. Also $500, but you can get a small discount if you pay in full. And again, shipping is the same. Inexpensive to the States. Inexpensive everywhere, really, which is super cool. So it's going to be a nice, small, compact statue. Let's look at the pictures here. What I like about this piece is it's very like comic book looking. Like the colors really pop. Like that orange and that blue, they really stand out. Especially on that kind of gunmetal gun base that he's standing on, which is a cool, interesting base for him as well. I like how you got the different textures in the costume. As you can see, it's not all texture. Like some side, like where his obliques are or where his knees are a smoother part of his costume. Then the other side has that kind of dotted texture. You got the gun in the holster on his thigh. He's got pouches. He's got bullets on his shoulder. I like how the bandana is flowing in the wind here. It is a little bit of a modern mask. It looks almost more like a helmet than a mask, but it looks dope. Super clean pictures here too. Yeah, I like this picture. It really shows like the movement, and he's got this gun pointing down. Deathstroke is also expected to be released around the end of next year, fourth quarter 2020. The payment plans, you put down a $200 deposit, and then the remaining $299 would be due with the shipping when it's ready to ship, or you could pay in full and save a few dollars. He does have a switch out left arm. One's holding a gun, one's holding a sword. Also a cold cast porcelain. The edition size is also made to order. Hive had the concept. Tiago Rias did the sculpt. It stands just shy of 15 inches, 1/6 scale, but still has some good height to it. And yeah, I think it looks really good, man. So those are the 2 new statues that are up at the GemMint store. Again, it's worldwide shipping, very inexpensive shipping to the States, and they're awesome pieces. Hopefully we'll get a couple in to do a review on them. But let me know what you think about the statues in the comments below. Drop that like on the way out, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more daily content, and stay minty fresh. Peace.